soccer tournament is coming to your door. 48 teams, 11 cities, never done before. They said the world is coming, billions in the bag, but the man they put in charge plays golf and waves the flag. Andrew Giuliani, son of the famous name, never ran a tournament, never played the game. Trump introduced him at the table with the grin, said you better do well, Andrew. That's where we begin. The White House website calls him the executive lead. Interagency coordination, safety guarantee. The official press release, the safest cup in history. But the tourists checking flight prices, that's a different story. Hotels are discounting, rooms are sitting cold. The flood of billions promised is not matching what we're told. Seattle says the numbers dropped by 17%. The media called it record-breaking, you know what that meant. World Cup nightmare, the chaos is real. The spin machine is working, but you notice what they conceal. They say the world is coming with a wave of joy, but the world checked the visa rules and said, oh boy. Now here's where the story gets its second layer thick. The narrative from both sides is designed to make you pick. One side screams disaster, total catastrophe. The other side says record GDP. $47 billion gross output projected. 290,000 jobs to be created and protected. Nobody's canceling those numbers from the chart, but hotels are half empty, and that's the awkward part. The media machine picks whichever fact fits the frame. The partisan outlet and the state replay the same game. One shows you the ice arrest at the stadium gate. The other shows the trophy and calls everything great. The congressional briefing quietly confirmed the fear. Immigration enforcement is making tourists disappear. But that briefing wasn't trending, wasn't put on primetime air. It took a YouTube channel doing deep research to get there. Iran qualified, let that settle for a second. The team that Trump was threatening is actually reckoned to show up on American soil, kick the ball around while the president laughs and says, I'll worry if they're crowned. The Federation president got denied his entry visa, couldn't even attend the draw. Now that's a real teaser. FIFA gave Trump a Peace Prize back in 2025. Now the Peace Prize winners questioning if Iran should arrive. That's the joke that writes itself on a Tuesday afternoon. You hand the man the trophy, then he starts to change the tune. The institution gave him legitimacy and shine, then watched him shake the table. They all sat at to dine. African nations need 15,000 as a visa deposit, not 1,500. 15,000, let that process to watch a national team play on the world stage. That's not a security measure, read between the page. European voices call for boycott after Greenland talk. German football figures said the fans should maybe walk. France said no official boycott for now. Stay calm, but unofficial thousands already made their plans. The website boycott is in 2026 is live and running. The tourism data shows the numbers are not coming, but the official projection still says billions guaranteed. Two parallel realities depending on what you read. Meanwhile, the golfer runs the task force with a smile. The interagency framework built for style. The press release says seamless, safe and grand. The stadium worker went on strike, that wasn't planned. World Cup nightmare, or a PR problem dressed in fear. The chaos is real, but the spin is also here. Don't take the left frame, don't take the right frame. Home, read the congressional briefing, that's the role. The biggest sporting event that the world has ever seen, with the most complicated backstage ever been. Giuliani's kid is leading it, make of that what you will. Trump said you better do well, Andrew. We're watching still. I ran Lego animation. I ran Lego animation. I ran Lego animation. I ran Lego animation. We don't pick your side, we just raid what they buried and we take you for the ride. The factor in the footnote, then the data tells the tale. When the wave of joy in billions starts to look a little pale. Yeah. They told you scalpers would be making fortunes overnight. Supply and demand economics, everything is tight. But the USMNT opened the Hessies below face value. The resale market whispering the story that's brand new. 6 million fans expected across the 3-nation host, but the international numbers are declining the most. The domestic crowd will show because the locals always do. The question is the global event, is it global if it's few? The economic model built on international spend needs the Argentinian, the Moroccan, the trend of fans who fly 10 hours with their scarves and drums and flags. Not empty hotel corridors and half discounted bags. The GDP projection doesn't separate the source. Domestic spending counts the same on the official course. So when the international tourist quietly stays home, the headline still says record, just don't read the footnote zone. SoFi Stadium workers went on strike before the whistle. The reason wasn't wages, read it slow like it's official. Ice enforcement atmosphere made workers feel exposed. The undocumented labor that the industry supposed would not become a headline in a World Cup preparation year became the headline. Labor action driven by fear. The stadium that was built on hands that built this nation, now those same hands are nervous about documentation. The billboards say welcome to the greatest show on earth. The workers setting up the stage are calculating worth, not in dollars but in risk assessment, daily math. Who gets stopped on the commute along the working path? Nobody puts that promotional reel. Nobody cuts that footage for the opening appeal, but a satirical Lego channel reading the full brief can tell you what was in the paragraph beneath. Let's talk about the governing body for a beat. The organization that awarded Trump his peace elite. Gianni Infantino stood beside him, trophy in the frame. Said the world will invade with joy, then the world didn't came. Human Rights Watch wrote a letter, clear and documented. FIFA must set benchmarks, the rights of fans represented. The response from FIFA was essentially, we're working on it, which in governing body language means we're ignoring it. The same federation that excluded Russia in 22 for geopolitical conduct that the world said it knew is now hosting in a country where valid visa holders are warned by activist groups to prepare their legal folders. The inconsistency is noted, filed, and set aside because the broadcast rights and sponsorship decide what principles get activated and which ones get deferred. The Peace Prize makes more sense now, have you heard? So here we are in June with the tournament beginning. Both sides of the media claim that their side's winning. The disaster narrative and the record-breaking claim are running simultaneously in the same frame. Andrew Giuliani will take the stage, make the speech, talk about the safest World Cup ever in our reach. The cameras will show the crowds the goals, the celebration, and the footnotes will keep stacking in the documentation. Iran might score on American grass, the irony supreme. The team that wasn't supposed to come is living out the dream. Trump will watch or won't watch, either way he'll make a post about how this was his tournament, and he'll be the host. The $15,000 visa deposit fan from Dakar never made it to the stadium, watched it from afar, but the GDP report will count him in the surge because the economic model has a very wide merge. This is not a left report and this is not a right one. This is what the data says when all the spin is done. The biggest cup in history with the most complicated floor, a golfer running logistics and a peace prize at the door. I ran Lego animation, we read what wasn't trending. We find the congressional briefing with the inconvenient ending. The world is watching, some from stadiums, some from screens, and some from $15,000 away, if you know what that means.